They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Ike Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And an electric scamper there from the 2nd-round pick in 2013 out of Michigan State.
And how about the way he's remade his body in the NFL? You remember back at Michigan State, big, thick, bruising runner. Yeah, he had some speed, he had some agility, but now he's slimmed down and he's gotten even quicker, which has led to more runs like the one we just saw there.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense. And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down. No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff as they run left side. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the offense and handled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So we reach halftime. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. A second bulldozer.
Someone just made the highlight tape.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And that's caught inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact. With him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Coates. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
10 yards to go on third. On third down, Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 57 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Green's got it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height.
And that is caught by Wheaton for a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Wheaton from 8 yards out, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll they'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. To start the drive to Sims. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run the option left. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sink just wasn't there.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. On third down. Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. It's good, and it's 21-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Cousins now on 2nd down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins caught on the right side. Reed. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Oh, what a move. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 30.